Rafter tells WTMJ Now continued vacancies in several key positions at Green Bay Correctional Institution mean the prison can't serve its purpose.
We have fewer people working there today than we did once they increased the salary of the guards significantly.
Meanwhile, in Waupun, Mayor Ron Bishop has an idea for Rafter.
If they want to close Green Bay, Waupun's got a staffing shortage. Some of their staff can come here, and some of the inmates that live there can come to Waupun because we currently have a closed cell hall because of that staffing shortage.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Cyber Monday can be a great day for buyers and scammers.
While on Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News, Michelle Reinen with the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection says trustworthy platforms have mechanisms to report
fake or counterfeit products, receiving something different than what was promoted, the sale of a particular brand not being as promoted. If you don't see those items available to you on the platform, I'd go somewhere else to make your shopping.
Jack Grau, WTMJ News.
As winter weather sets in, 5 Milwaukee churches and nonprofits are ready to start helping warm people up starting December 4th.
One of those locations is Guest House Milwaukee. Interim CEO Stephen Bauer tells TMJ4 News they're
coming together to make sure that folks have warm beds this year for the winter season.
Guest House and the other warming centers will be open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and the plan is to keep them open at least until March, depending on temperatures. Bauer says there will be opportunities for the community to get involved.
We hope that everybody can come out and support either by volunteering, providing meals, come visiting the guest house or any of the other shelters in the community to help out your fellow Milwaukeeans.
Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
A ramp in the middle of the Marquette interchange is closed.
Crews have begun repairing a section of the sidewall along 4394 northbound's off-ramp to Michigan Avenue. So they'll need to keep that closed for about 12 days. To safely do this work, crews will also need to intermittently close the 43 southbound ramp to eastbound 794, which travels underneath the Michigan Avenue exit ramp. But they'll do those closures during off-peak times. As always, this work is weather dependent, so it's subject to change. Debbie Laziga, WTMJ News.
Well, 8 days after spraining a ligament in his knee, Packers running back Aaron Jones returns to practice on a limited basis. Packers take on the Chiefs Sunday night. Jason Wilde joins us from Green Bay with the latest on the Packers at 4:16. And Marquette men's basketball team moves up one spot. They are now number 3 in the latest AP Top 25.
Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 4:04.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Pain relief and gimmicks. The two seem to go hand in hand, and it really is a shame, because when you're living with chronic pain, you're vulnerable. And that's why so many people get tricked into buying unproven treatments. At Rejuvenex, we understand how you suffer, how you wait to get out of bed because you know the pain is coming. Chronic pain from osteoarthritis is a terrible thing, and that's why we use our proprietary, powerful, FDA-approved treatments to precisely target your affected areas, to provide cushion and lubrication that helps deliver long-lasting pain relief in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees. I'm Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Pain Clinics. We're in-network with most major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid. We can alleviate your pain, and that'll rejuvenate your life. It's pain relief, really.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your appointment.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Do you hear that hissing sound? I think it's the sound of some steam being let out of the fall housing market. Some buyers have taken a break. Homes aren't selling on the first weekend anymore. Some are still selling over asking, but fewer and by not as much. Some sellers are even willing to chip in toward buyer closing costs to get their asking price. Now, do you hear that knocking sound? That's opportunity. Opportunity for well-prepared home shoppers. This dip in home buyer demand is not going to last, and mortgage rates are forecast to dip next year. Here's the best part. AccuNet can show you how to use a seller closing cost credit to lower your monthly payment by $100 or maybe even $200 a month for the first year or two while we wait for the refi window of opportunity to open, which we can typically accomplish with no loan costs. It's your choice, fear or opportunity. Click on the blue button today at AccuNet.com and become a confident, opportunistic, rock-solid home shopper. That's ACCUNET.com.
Hey, Fleet Rewards members, save 10% this Sunday through Thursday at Fleet Farm. No rebates, no waiting, no mail-in forms or receipts. The added 10% savings are for all members in-store and online. Not a member? Sign up in minutes to get your additional savings now. Forget the stamps or waiting for rebates. Save 10% during Fleet Rewards Appreciation Days. And thanks for shopping Fleet Farm. Some restrictions apply.
Small business owners can make a little of anything go a long way.
It's true. My bakery is made up of a little sugar, spice, and edible glitter.
Well, that's why U.S. Cellular is offering small businesses lines for as little as $19.99, plus $300 off any phone.
That's great. A little does go a long way. Unless we're talking sprinkles, everyone always needs more sprinkles.
Oh, of course. Get lines for $19.99 plus $300 off any phone today. U.S. Cellular. Built for business. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here for Excel Concrete Coatings, the local family company that transformed my garage. The floor was cracked and uneven. Excel fixed it, topped it with a beautiful multicolored surface. Garage floor, pool deck, basement, outdoor patio. If it's concrete, they'll coat it. Get a free estimate. You'll be surprised how affordable. Most projects between $1,500 and just $3,000. Look up Greg and Luann at excelconcretecoatings.com. Tell them Vinny sent you. excelconcretecoatings.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here's John McCure.
Happy Monday after Thanksgiving. Hope you're having a great week. It's Cyber Monday. You know what that means in our house? It's just like every other Monday. After dinner, we'll sit in front of the TV and scroll through Amazon and buy stuff.
Click.
Here we go. Let the boxes begin to arrive.
Well, John, with 2023 winding down, folks with an eye on the bottom line are doing a little deal hunting like you throughout the holiday season. Shopping, donating, we'll do it all this holiday season, but be mindful of schemes designed to swipe your cash or even steal your information. As a public service to our fans here in Wisconsin's Afternoon News, this week we'll guide you through what the Better Business Bureau outlines as the naughty list, the 12 scams of Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me misleading social media ads.
Yeah, careful scrolling through your feed, John. They're going to be there. You often see products advertised, right? And you think, hey, that looks cool. You never really know where it's from or if it's trusted. You got to do your research. Dig a little bit. Make sure you are trusting whoever you're going to buy that robot mop from.
Good advice. Good advice. Better than that singing voice. That's good advice.
Misleading social media ads. Buyer beware.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me social media gift exchanges.
Yeah, you're darn right. Each holiday season, this scheme pops back up, John. This year, no different. The older version was called a Secret Sister, which I thought was something entirely different, but that's for a different show. A newer version of this scam revolves around exchanging bottles of wine. Another suggests purchasing $10 gifts online. Another twist asks that you submit your email to a list where participants get to pick a name and send money to strangers to, quote, pay it forward. Right? Do a little good this holiday season. Yeah, you're falling into a trap is what you're doing. Be careful. In all these versions, participants unwittingly share their personal information, along with those and their family members and friends, and everybody's further tricked into buying gifts or sending money to people that nobody really knows. It's a pyramid scheme. Please be careful. The social media gift exchanges. And finally,
on the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me holiday apps.
Yeah, holiday apps are all over the place. Apple Store, Google Play. They list dozens of holiday-themed apps where children can video chat with Santa. They can light the menorah. They can watch Santa feed a reindeer, track his sleigh.
Oh, that's nice.
And relay their holiday wish list. But make sure you review the privacy policies here to see what information will be collected. These are free apps, so you got to be wary. They can sometimes contain more advertising than apps that require a nominal fee. Free apps can also maintain malware. Make sure to read all the information. So, in summary,
on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me misleading social media ads.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me social media gift exchanges
and misleading social media ads.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me holiday apps,
social media gift exchanges,
and misleading social media ads.
Are we going to tell people who the voices are?
So each day this week, we might at the end of it all. Each day this week, we're going to add 3 to our list. So by the end of the week, John, we'll have a full 12 days of scams that you need to avoid this holiday season.
We're helping people.
It's a public service announcement.
Yes.
You're damn right.
It's the right thing to do, Greg. It's just the right thing to do. That singing, that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, I have no control over that. I did handpick Greg Hill, Vince Vetrano, and Jordan Smith, who's one of our creative designers.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yeah, we'll keep mixing it up.
Okay.
We'll have a full 12 days.
Are we going to get to hear Sam sing?
Maybe.
We're working on that.
I might even sneak up
Sam,
on you there,
are you
good
going to
buddy.
sing?
I will not.
Just give us a little something.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sam.
You thought about
She's
that.
so shy. She's so shy.
She did think about it.
Yeah. Good. So the public service announcements continue tomorrow.
Be mindful of these scams, John, that could cut into your holiday cheer.
I like how you look out for people, Greg. That's nice. It's 4:13 at WTMJ. Jason Wilde up next.
'Tis the season of giving. Join us at WTMJ for our Giving Tuesday celebrations, where we use our platform to help local organizations better the lives of those they are helping. Jeff Wagner and Wisconsin's Afternoon News are helping Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. To get a link to help out this organization, text TOY to the Old National Bank talk and text line 855-616-1620. We are Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
Shopping this holiday season, it is Cyber Monday. We know that. Make sure to make a stop at Flanners.com. That's right. And only if you can't make it into the store in West Dallas or Grafton. Flanners Home Entertainment was there about a week ago, as a matter of fact. Reminded me of when I was a kid growing up. You'd walk into Flanners and just sort of took your breath away. All the beautiful equipment they had, stereo equipment, speakers, Sonos, 85-inch TVs, 90-inch TVs. If you need just a smaller TV for the kitchen or bedroom, perfect. They got you covered there as well. All the cables that you need and everything. Big stuff, little stuff, everything you need to upgrade your system at home. Make it better. We want to be watching stuff in style this holiday season and beyond. We'll upgrade your TV and audio system with help from Flanners Home Entertainment. Top priorities of Flanners: quality, service, best brands, guaranteed best price. Visit Flanners.com. Flanners, sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
Set your game plan for a new baseball season with the 2024 Brewers 4-Pack. Don't wait. Get yours by November 27th to get a 5th game added to your plan for free. That's 4 action-packed plan choices, your first chance at the best seats, and a bonus Brewers game free for early buyers. Plus, each pair of a 4-pack comes with a Brewers knit hat. Act now and get this limited time offer at brewers.com/4packs.
With all the positive Google reviews continuing to pour in for Richland's Tire and Service Centers, we want you to know we appreciate you.
You were due for service, we delivered, and then you went the extra mile and wrote a few kind words about the service you experienced.
Yeah, thank you so much. Michael, Glenn, Jeff, Lisa, Carol, Jason, John,
Wait,
Michelle,
hang on a
Ryan.
second, Dad. As fun as it may be to name every single person who's ever left us a Google review, there just isn't enough time. We get 60 seconds, and I'd say we've got about 28 left.
Ah, good point, Courtney.
Listen, we appreciate every last one of you for helping us maintain a nearly 5-star Google rating. And we're going to keep on shooting for the stars, especially when it comes to providing top-notch auto repair service.
Yep, and remember, be safe, buckle up, and hey, always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. Peter, Bruce, Samantha, Kimberly, Nick, Heather,
Oh,
Marissa,
Dad.
George, Jeremy, Diane, Brad, Paul.
Traffic is sponsored by Annex Wealth Management. It's time to know the difference, and Annex Wealth Management is ready to help with investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary partner. AnnexWealth.com. Click the Get Started button.
Traffic and weather begins with Debbie Lazaga. Deb.
Hello, John. Yeah, we've got some delays along southbound 43, stretching pretty much from Silver Spring all the way down to about Locust, and then back on the brakes from just south of Fond du Lac Avenue through the Marquette. Northbound side's backing up around North Avenue curve up to about Keefe. We've also got westbound 94 hitting the brakes just a bit from 35th Street through to about Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 41 also a little heavy from just south of Hampton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, clear and cold, a low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, chance for flurries late in the day, a high of 28. On Wednesday, sunny and mild, a high of 41. On Thursday, sunny and mild, a high of 43. And on Friday, cloudy with a chance for rain and snow, a high of 37 degrees. It's currently 25.
It's time for Green and Gold Insiders on Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Jason Wilde. You know, he's one of my favorite guests that we have on. He's smart, he's witty, he's pretty handsome, too, and he's with us on the hotline. Wilde, how are you? We've left Jason Wilde speechless.
Well, you did, because I didn't know what to say there.
Let me start with this. Are you a Cyber Monday guy? Are you shopping, maybe Christmas shopping, or things that you've kind of needed throughout the year that now is the day to buy it? Are you on the line online today?
I am old school Black Friday guy. Like, I used to love the get up at like 4 a.m. and go get in line at your local favorite retailer to get that ridiculous bargain. I know Fleet Farm had a deal where they opened at 5 a.m. on Friday and you got like a plush pig. I overslept for that. I went late on Thursday. But generally speaking, I'm old school, so I'm not a huge fan of how Black Friday has become like a month-long thing now.
Yeah.
It's not one day. It's like all month long.
I could picture you hopping off the Fleet Farm, getting up early, taking advantage, being out in the scene. I don't know if you're a coffee guy, Jason, but grabbing your favorite beverage, strolling around the aisles, waving eyes, signing autographs.
Well, I don't know about that part, but definitely getting some good deals. That's for sure.
Hey, how did your viewing go of Thursday football with the Packers playing the Lions? You were at a family get together. People got to study you as you studied a game. Was it everything you had hoped?
Yeah, and more. Sure. Yeah. They did not study me, but it was interesting to have like my very own Packers fan focus group, so I could better understand how at least a portion of the fan base views different players and different things that happen in the game. It was an awfully good game if you're a Packers fan, right? I mean, there was a lot of really good things. And, yeah, at least in my small focus group, there were still opportunities to complain about Joe Barry and say how weird Aaron Rodgers has become. And, yeah, so I thought it was instructive, more than slightly distracting, but otherwise, it was fine. It was definitely different. I don't plan on doing it again soon, if that's what you're asking.
So you are more than just a fan of the game. As a matter of fact, you're not. This is your profession. It's your calling. It's what you do for a living. Was it difficult to have the spinach dip on one arm and Bob the uncle complaining on the other hand as you're trying to color code your chart and actually do research? Was it tough?
No, they, once I got the Wi-Fi password for Aunt Cindy's house, I was pretty good. There are different ways to celebrate holidays. Some with more adult beverages than others. So there's maybe some animated and perhaps amplified opinions as the evening or as the game wears on. So that was interesting. But no, I'm you know me, John. I mean, you just talked about how great I am. I'm such a pro. I did not allow any of that to distract me from a terrific game played by the Packers and Jordan Love.
And in full disclosure, Jason sits somewhat close to Rob Domofsky in the press box, and the Wi-Fi once went out, and Rob Domofsky let everybody know, including anybody that was in a neighboring press box. Jason knows what I'm talking about.
You could have been at Soldier Field and know that Rob was unhappy with the issue. Yes.
Last week we talked, Jason, about the opportunity for Jordan Love to do something on what I think is one of the biggest stages of football throughout the regular season. It's a massive stage. All eyes on him. Short week. Division-leading team. No Aaron Jones. No top tight end and Luke Musgrave. Right? The youth of the roster, as we've talked about all season long. I don't know if he viewed it as such a great opportunity, but I just found myself so happy for him in that moment. And it's a great thing for the team and all that, too, and that's a big part of it. But I felt so happy for him in that moment.
Yeah, he played really well on that stage, and the guys around him played really well, which hasn't always been the case. You know, one of the things I respect about him is that he doesn't throw his guys under the bus. Now, at least at this point in his career, certainly everyone changes and evolves for better or for worse as their years go on. But, you know, he does not do that to his teammates. But I was talking to Sean Clifford today, the backup quarterback, and I really like Sean. We have really good conversations when we chat. And I'm working on a story about Love and how he uses different arm angles, kind of like his predecessor did. And Sean had some great insight on that. And then I just asked him kind of offhandedly, you know, what do you think was the difference in the way that the offense operated on Thanksgiving? And he said, you know, Jordan would never say this, but there were a lot of times when he was uncertain of guys being where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. And the guys have just, you know, there's something's clicked, and they've just been so much better in that area that it's allowed him to be more decisive and play freer. And so while he deserves a ton of credit, no doubt about it, I think he's able to play better because the guys around him have started to play better.
The other question folks are talking about, Jason, is where was Jordan Love's turkey leg?
Yeah, I think
what
on
happened?
The floor. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that work for Fox. I have not reached out to them for turkey gates, drumstick gates, whatever we want to call it. But I think there was some sort of catastrophe with the turkey that prevented it from occurring. Now, I've seen, this is the thing about social media, right? We need that Snopes website to figure out fact-checking on it. I saw somebody put it out there, probably not reputable, that it was emblazoned, the turkey had been emblazoned with a Lions logo because they expected the Lions to win, to which I say they haven't won on Thanksgiving since 2016. What made you emblazon that, assuming anything? But I think maybe somebody just dropped it, you know, bad poultry security, and you couldn't feed it to somebody after that. So I don't know. It's nice that they're going to make a donation in his name, but the aforementioned Sean Clifford and Alex Magoo, the third string quarterback, were both disappointed that they didn't get any turkey out of the deal either. They told Jordan to bring them back a turkey leg, and all three of them ended up empty-handed.
Now, had that happened at Aunt Cindy's house, Jason, are you still eating the turkey leg?
Well, she doesn't have any pets, so that helps because, as you know, we have a lot of pets, and anything that falls on the floor at our house now, either A, gets gobbled up, or B, has so much hair on it that I don't want to be eating it. But she did a great job with the turkey. It wasn't like a full turkey. It had already been, you know, sliced and diced. So I didn't have to worry about such a scenario playing out with Aunt Cindy and Uncle Jeff.
Now, I would imagine during halftime when you're doing your job and you're not at Aunt Cindy's, it's busy, right? Are you compiling stuff? Are you crunching stuff? Are you getting your thoughts together? Did you get up at halftime and get snacks? Did you eat? How did the halftime routine change for you being at Aunt Cindy's?
It actually worked out great because they had the food ready when we got there about a half hour before kickoff. I was doing Green Bay game day beforehand, so we arrived. The food was ready. I filled my plate, my cordoned off plate, because I don't like my various foods to touch each other. So I had a large enough plate, and she had a nice TV table type thing, so I could sit in a chair and have my computer out and my plate. I brought my own beverages because I don't drink, and it was a perfect setup. And then at halftime, I was able to add a few more things to the plate on a second round, and then go back to, like you said, getting my thoughts together. And I mean, Jordan Love's numbers in the first half were unbelievable. He almost had a perfect quarterback rating for most of the half. So he was terrific, and so was the meal.
God bless Aunt Cindy. He is Jason Wilde and Tausch, 9 a.m. to noon, Monday through Friday on ESPN Milwaukee. Thanks so much, Jason.
All right, fellas. Take care. Be good.
All right, talk to you soon. It is 4:26 at WTMJ. Time for the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Everything in the red, but just a little bit today. to start the week after Thanksgiving. The S&P 500 was down now 9 points to close at 4550. The Dow was off 57 to close at 35,333, and the NASDAQ was off 10 points to close at 14,241. The Annex Wealth Management Year-End Tax Planning Guide is here. Download yours at annexwealth.com.
Hey, Greg Matzik here for Holiday Ford in Fond du Lac, where the season of inspiration is on at the Holiday Mazda store. As a matter of fact, perfect timing to experience for yourself the advanced driving technology and standard iActive all-wheel drive. It's built into every new Mazda car and crossover, as a matter of fact. Connect with Holiday and get more Mazda for your money and more for your trade while you get in on enticing offers like finance rates as low as 0.9% APR on Mazda favorites, including the brand new and raved about 3-row Mazda CX-90. And how about the new 2024 Mazda CX-5 Turbo? All available for you. Treat yourself to a test drive and experience Team Holiday's genuine award-winning guest care and transparent simplified buying approach. It's the stuff that delights and makes fans of drivers from all over. In fact, I'm one of them. From my own experience and experience of others, I can tell you this. You'll be in great hands with the Badger State's only recipient of the prestigious Mazda President's Club Award on your side. Also, Wisconsin's #1 Mazda dealer. It's Holiday, and the top-selling Mazda certified pre-owned dealer. Holiday Mazda in Fond du Lac. Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda, holidaymazda.com. In Fond du Lac, it's worth the trip.
Hey, tomorrow's Giving Tuesday. Join WTMJ and Wisconsin's Afternoon News as we help Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Get a link to support the cause by texting TOY to the Old National Bank talk and text line. That's TOY to 855-616-1620. Giving Tuesday, supporting Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Text TOY to 855-616-1620.
Don't think twice. Call Geis. Garage door broke. Do it right. Don't think twice. Call Geis. Need a new garage door. Do it right. Don't think twice. Call Geis.
A great way to add value and curb appeal to your home is with a new CHI maintenance-free garage door. In fact, a recent study by Remodelers Magazine reports that the average return on investment is an amazing 82%, ranking #1 among all home improvement projects. To see our huge selection of doors, come visit us at our Brookfield location or view our online showroom at geisdoors.com. We have everything from alley doors to custom wood designer doors and everything in between. Remember, for all your garage door needs, call Geis at 262-784-4250 or visit us online at geisdoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis. Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Hey, upgrade and transform your current bathroom space. I did this with Sidex. Sidex does tub and shower conversions. They took a bathtub out of one of my bathrooms and put in a beautiful walk-in shower. Glass doors, lots of character. It's very, very pretty. It's Sidex. Best products, industry's best installers. I trust them in my house. It's Sidex. Not a lot of money and a big way to transform and upgrade your bathroom. Free shower door upgrade when you mention WTMJ or John Mercure. Let them take your bathroom to the next level. It's Sidex. S-I-D-E-X, like excellence. Sidex.
The holiday season is a magical time of year to visit Lake Geneva. Embark on an enchanting Santa cruise on the lake. Take in a parade of trees and marvel at the world's tallest glass tree, built before your very eyes. Enjoy holiday shopping in a historic downtown. Chill out with festive food and libations in an igloo under the stars. Or find adventure on a zipline, ski hill, or snow-covered nature trail. Make Lake Geneva your place for holiday fun this year. Check out visitlakegeneva.com today for all the festive details.
Traffic is sponsored by Harwood Place Senior Living. Learn more about Harwood Place Retirement Living's newly renovated apartments and updated pricing options. Visit harwoodplace.org or call to schedule a tour.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 4:30. I'm Wyatt Barmore Pooley. Your top story emails from Warren Spahn.
I'm Debbie Lazaga, and just seeing delays now. Southbound on 43, basically from Hampton Avenue all the way down past Locust. Back on the brakes from Fond du Lac Avenue through the Marquette. Northbound side's going to be slow from Fond du Lac all the way up to Keith. Westbound 94 slowing down right out of the Marquette, and that stretches all the way to Hawley Road, with the eastbound side slowing down right through the Stadium interchange itself. And eastbound 894 slowing down from basically the Hale interchange all the way through to about Forest Home. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight we're going to have mainly clear skies. It's going to be very cold, a low of 15. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance of some flurries late in the day, a high of 28. It's 24 degrees in Milwaukee at 4:31. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Governor Evers' office spending time explaining why the governor has been using an alternate state email account under the name of a late Hall of Fame Milwaukee Braves baseball player.
Evers has been using an email account with the name warren.spahn@wisconsin.gov to discuss business with cabinet appointees and with others. That, according to Wisconsin Right Now, the first to report this email usage. Spahn played for the Milwaukee Braves. A spokesperson for the governor says using alias email addresses is common and says it was done for security purposes. Now, the president of the Wisconsin Freedom of Information Council says the use of what he calls phantom email addresses troubles him. He claims he'd never heard of that practice before. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
The village president of Alloway is advocating for the closure of the Green Bay Correctional Institution, deeming it, quote, too far gone due to ongoing problems to be saved.
My recommendation is to follow the recommendations of multiple studies, and that's to close GBCI.
While Jim Rafter says ongoing staffing shortages have exacerbated already existing problems at GBCI, he tells WTMJ Now where the current prison population would go if the facility closed remains unknown.
They either have to go to an existing facility or other people want to build a new modern facility that would actually make it safe for people to work there, and it gives the DOC the ability to do its job effectively.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Despite record amounts of travelers this Thanksgiving holiday, flights in and out of Mitchell Airport running without a hitch this weekend, including mine, even as snow impacted the area on Sunday. TMJ4's Sydney Orr has more.
The only slight game changer was that snow yesterday. Many leaving the city said they were surprised but didn't impact much.
Gonna jump on this flight. We thought it would be delayed, but with the weather, even with the snow, so far smooth sailing. No lines, no long lines, easy to check bags, so we're ready to get in the air and get home.
The TSA expecting to screen nearly 3 million passengers on Sunday. We'll see what the final numbers were for travelers this Thanksgiving holiday. And a new bill working its way through Madison would require libraries, both public and at school, to inform parents about the books their kids check out.
Assembly Bill 641 requires public libraries to develop and implement a policy where a parent or guardian of a child under 16 is notified of each document or material the child checks out from a public library as soon as is practicable. Current law only requires this upon request of the parent or guardian. Opponents of the bill, introduced by Oconomowoc Representative Barb Dietrich, say it amounts to intimidation of library workers. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
And I'm Wyatt Parmar-Pooley. Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 4:34.
This report is sponsored by the Froedtert Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network.
A cancer diagnosis shouldn't mean we can't make plans. It shouldn't mean living without joy or optimism. Cancer shouldn't be calling the shots. At the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Cancer Network, we're pushing to put cancer in its place by pulling together teams of leading specialists and researchers who work tirelessly for breakthroughs, who are developing innovative ways to treat every cancer, to treat your cancer. And by providing the largest cancer clinical trials treatment program in Wisconsin, so there are more treatment options and more reasons to be hopeful. So let's keep innovating. Let's keep discovering. Let's push to make every cancer diagnosis a story of survivorship and bring back the lightness of life that cancer takes away. To learn more about breakthrough cancer care, visit froedtert.com/cancer.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Well-changing question. Are you keeping as much of your investment gains as possible? High taxes can erode returns quickly, so you need a tax-optimized portfolio. At Creative Planning, our money managers and specialists work together to make sure your portfolio and wealth are managed in a tax-efficient manner. It's what you keep that really matters. Why not give your wealth a second look? Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
What you doing?
I'm completely sealing up all the doors to get the house ready for winter.
How will we get in and out?
We'll just have to hunker down till spring.
Sometimes getting your home ready for winter is best left to professionals. The same is definitely true for your vehicles. And now's the time to visit any of the 115 Adam member new car dealers to get your oil changed. Have your brakes and wipers checked and make sure your tires will get you through a long Wisconsin winter. Visit adamm.com to find the nearest Adam member dealer.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
All right, it's Cyber Monday, which really is like Cyber 3 Mondays in a row. I mean, this goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks right into Christmas.
Yeah, so 70 million Americans are going to buy on Cyber Monday. I do wonder if that includes, what you did in the lead up to Cyber Monday. If it's just Cyber Monday, specifically Cyber Monday, not Black Friday deals where you may have purchased something online. That's a gray space to me.
That's a good question because 70 million, that's like 20% of America.
Oh, it's massive.
That'd be a lot because kids make up part of the 330 million. Wow, that's a big number.
I've sent Emily a couple of ideas today. She kind of controls the Amazon account. It's better that I don't.
So do you not order from Amazon?
I don't. We have
Are you serious?
We have kind of a joint Amazon account.
But you never go on and order stuff?
No. I mean, her password has changed a couple of times. We have credit cards expired.
Wow.
I'm just out of the game.
So if you want a book or you want something, you just ask her to do it?
Yes.
And you never go on and I'm shocked by this. You never go on and shop around like I need a power washer and you want to look at the 10 different kinds?
It's also a spending control mechanism that I've built in for myself.
Okay.
So I'm just out of the habit of going to it. Aside of a few key days where I do know the deals are going to be good and hey, I'll hunt. I'll hunt for a deal.
Yeah.
I do online shopping, but I just don't do the Amazon shopping.
Holy cow. Wow, you're the one.
It's a fascinating view inside of our family life.
It is.
So I found this interesting. So you can buy pretty much anything on Amazon, right?
Yes.
And it just seems to add year after year. You can get things on Amazon where you think to yourself, would I really need that from Amazon? Isn't there a more conventional outlet for me to purchase that? Well, welcome. In 2024, you might do some Black Friday shopping and end up with a Hyundai.
A Hyundai? Wait, like a car?
So Hyundai and Amazon have announced a new partnership that will see the manufacturers selling vehicles via Amazon beginning in 2024. So here's what happens. You go click around, you type in Hyundai. Up pops up the, the Santa Fe or the Palisade or whatever their new vehicle is. And if you purchase the vehicle through Amazon, you'll have your delivery or pickup handled by a local dealership. So Amazon or the dealership is now partnering with a local Hyundai dealership to try and make sure that the after-sales support is there, and then you've got dealership support in market. You just don't have to go to the dealer to buy it.
Wow. But the car's delivered to the dealer, you said?
Cars will be delivered to the dealer and available for pickup. Now, this is interesting. This is new vehicles, right? I have not seen anything where it says this is a used vehicle outlet. This is new vehicles, new Hyundais. Carvana, Cars.com.
Carfax.
Right?
I just bought a car. Carfax.
It's or CarMax.
CarMax. Excuse me.
So these are all online shops, but they have sort of a physical dealership kind of feel, right? Like CarMax, you can drive off to a CarMax, you can buy in the lot, you can have it shipped there, but you begin the process online. And I would bet that the majority of vehicle shoppers begin the process online. But now Amazon, the place where you can also buy groceries and a robot vacuum, will also be handling Hyundais.
So this is fascinating. So I'm trying to think why the different entities do this. It's obviously why Amazon does it, because they sell everything and they can make money on it. If you're Hyundai, why would you do this? You do it because Amazon's huge and you have access to Amazon. But doesn't Hyundai make less on each car? They're going to have to give Amazon a cut. And if I'm shopping for a car and I know that I can buy the Palisade for $40,000 at the dealership, I'm not going to buy it at Amazon for more. So they're going to have to sell it for also $40,000 on Amazon, and then Hyundai's going to make less money because Amazon's going to get a cut of that, or they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so I'm reading a Car and Driver magazine report here. Hyundai that dealers will set the price that appears on Amazon, and transactions will happen at the list price. So no haggling with your web browser to get you any discounts on your new Hyundai. You won't have that opportunity, but likely it'll be a fair price, and maybe you're a little less concerned about markup. And again, that's likely going to be more of a dealer thing for used cars than it is new cars. Of course, supply and demand affects that. But that's one of the advantages of CarMax. That's the price.
It is.
Right? It's the price.
It's easy.
And I know at Holiday Automotive, for example, their salespeople don't work on commission. The price is the price.
So there's also no pressure there to jack it up for you.
I think it's interesting because Amazon is more in your everyday sort of world than CarMax is, or any dealerships online inventory.
No doubt. They're more in our world than any other retailer, period, right?
Therefore, the advertising is going to be put in front of you.
Is there anything you wouldn't buy through Amazon?
Medical services?
Like you wouldn't buy a vasectomy through Amazon?
No, I don't think so. Or like the poop in the box colonoscopy. I'll just go see my doctor.
Yeah. I'm not buying soup through Amazon.
You're not getting soup?
No, I'm not getting soup. I would not get soup delivered through Amazon. That might be kind of sloppy, messy. The box could get soggy.
What if it's in a can?
Well, I'd order like Campbell's soup, but I'm talking like fresh soup.
Fresh
like
soup.
Nice soup.
Okay.
I would not do that.
Like Panera. I think they have like 6 options in their soup of the day.
Yeah, they do.
And if you want it in a bread bowl, you can get it that way,
and
too.
Good luck if you're trying to figure out which of the 6 you want, because if you call the number, they read them off so fast, you have no way of knowing.
Separate story, but yes, I understand.
I would not buy a house through Amazon.
What if it was a tiny house that you could put up in a matter of 8 hours?
I do like tiny houses.
Those are kind of cool. You can buy those on Amazon.
You know what? I'd also have a hard time buying furniture. I have this trouble with like Wayfair. Because if you're buying, right now we're shopping for outdoor furniture. I thought I was going to buy it on Wayfair. It's cheaper, but what I've discovered is I think it matters to me that I be able to feel the cushions.
Okay.
You have no idea how comfortable they are, if they're really firm, if they're too soft, if they're... I want to sit on the furniture. I don't think I'd buy furniture.
The reviews can only take you so far.
They can. Hard surface furniture, I might. Dining room table, seems like you can get the dimensions, see what it looks like. But if I'm sitting on it, I think I'm not buying it online.
Interesting.
Furniture and soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the French onion.
Exactly what I expected your list to be.
It'd be hard for to melt that cheese and get it to my house warm. That'd be tough.
I say today that I would not buy a vehicle through Amazon, but I also don't think Hyundai is going to be the only
I think you're right.
car manufacturer partnering with Amazon.
Yeah. It's 4:44 at WTMJ. I'm just back from a road trip, and I had a crazy story driving out to my destination. I'm going to share that with you. A cautionary tale up next on WTMJ.
Once the final whistle blows, Bucks Talk with Justin Garcia is on the air.
Let's go, baby!
Recap every Bucks game, win or lose with Bucks Talk. Get the highlights, analysis, and preview the next matchup for the Bucks on their conquest for another championship.
What you essentially saw was Giannis saying, look, we're still figuring this out. In the meantime, we got to win. I'm just going to take over.
It's Bucks Talk with Justin Garcia, only here on the home of the Bucks, WTMJ.
Hey, John Mercure here for Annex Wealth Management. Volatility is everywhere and affects everything. Just when you think it's gone, it pops back up, and it really hits home when that volatility hits your investment and retirement plan. It's important to get it right. It's a great time to put things in the hands of the pros at Annex Wealth Management. When it comes to investment and retirement planning, as well as tax and estate planning, Annex Wealth Management might be a great fit for the guidance they provide as a fee-only fiduciary. It's about you, not about the commissions. You've worked, saved, and invested for a long time. Be ready when it comes to your investment, retirement, and estate plan. And with the new Tax Smart Planning Strategies review, you'll have a wiser tax plan in place. Now is a great time to put things in order before 2024 rolls around. Know the difference. Visit AnnexWealth.com and click the Get Started button. Michelle and I did that years ago. That's Annex Wealth Management. Locations throughout southeast Wisconsin are always as close as your computer. The teams I trust are at AnnexWealth.com.
I'm looking for the fastest and easiest way to sell my home, and I keep hearing one name over and over. So I ask people, why Grandview Homes instead of a real estate agent?
We looked at a few businesses that purchase homes, and Grandview seemed to be the one that had it together.
How was it working with them?
Not only did we receive a fair offer, but we were able to take as much time as we needed and could leave the house a mess.
A mess? How do you mean?
We tried to do most of the updates ourselves. Needless to say, life got in the way and many things were never quite completed.
And they took care of all of it themselves? Like, it really is as is?
It really is as is. I left the mess and the stress to them.
Whether you have a hard-to-sell home, want a stress-free sale, or simply need to sell your home fast, Grandview Homes is the name you know and the name you can trust. We buy every home as is, and you'll get a fair cash offer in just hours. Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper-Fi.
SemperFiRoofing.com.
Traffic and weather. It's Debbie Loziga. Hello, Deb.
Hello, John. Well, still seeing some delays along southbound 43, as you might expect. Pretty typical stuff from just before Capitol Drive, and it stretches all the way down past Locust, back on the brakes through the Marquette. The northbound side slowing down from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Keefe, and westbound 94 going to be heavy from about 20th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. Hey, BRI's on the roads report accidents, slowdowns, and road conditions to the WTMJ Hall Mazda traffic tip line at 414-238-9329. Visit Hall Mazda during Mazda's Season of Inspiration. I'm Debbie Loziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast for tonight, clear, another cold night, a low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, chance for flurries late, a high of 28. On Wednesday, sunny and mild, a high of 41 degrees. On Thursday, sunny and mild, a high of 43. And on Friday, cloudy, rain-snow mix, a high of 37 degrees. It's currently cloudy and 23 degrees. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Mine got off to a really eventful start. So we have a place in South Carolina, and I was driving there, and we were taking a car there. So that means Michelle and I were both in separate cars, and it's a 16-hour drive.
You left right after the show. I think it was a Friday.
On Friday.
You left right after the show.
Yep, like Friday 10 days ago. You're right. I got out of here, left right after the show, and it's a 16-hour drive. So we were going to knock like 5 hours of it out that night, which meant that we were going to be driving from 6:30 to 11:30 at night, roughly.
Okay. Stopping in Indiana, Kentucky, maybe?
Yeah, Kentucky.
Okay.
So we get on the road, and they're both Ford Explorers. I'm driving one Ford Explorer. Michelle's driving the other one. It's already dark. We get through Indiana. We get to the curvy part of Kentucky. Michelle's behind me. We're going a little over the speed limit, which was 70 miles an hour. And we're driving through the curvy, dark part of Kentucky. We're coming up around a curve, and I see a car off to the side of the road, and it's been in a wreck, and it just happened. We're on the phone. I'm talking to Michelle because we're keeping each other awake, basically, and keeping each other company. She's behind me, I don't know, 20 yards or 30 yards or whatever, probably a little more than that. And we're driving along, and I say, oh, my gosh, there's an accident right there. And we're in the far left lane, right near where the accident is. It's off the side of the road on the guardrail. And I go through that area, and I get through there with no incident. Michelle, 2 seconds later, I hear her hit something. And she says, while we're on the phone, oh, my gosh, I just hit something. I don't know what happened. And then I hear this terrible grinding sound. And she says, I think I have a flat tire. I glance my rearview mirror. I say, there's nobody behind you. Let's take your foot off the gas. Let's drift over to the right and get on the shoulder on the right. You're okay. There's nobody behind you. Let's just gently hit the brake. Let's get over. So I get over. She gets over behind me. I get out back there, and the car is fine except the tire. The front driver's tire is destroyed. It's like gone. Looks to me like the rim's okay, but I can't really tell. I have AAA. We pull way off to the side now, off the shoulder as far as we can, and there's semis driving by at like 80 miles an hour. And we call AAA, wait for an hour and a half for AAA to send a tow truck. They get there. We're a half hour past Louisville. We're an hour and a half until we get to our hotel, and we're in the middle of nowhere. AAA gets there. The guy comes out. He changes the tire, puts the donut on it, and, you can only go 50 miles an hour, and you're only supposed to go 50 miles or so on the donut. Oh, my gosh, what are we going to do? So we go back to Louisville, get to a hotel. Can't find a hotel at first. Now our plan is just wrecked.
And you have the dogs with you, too, by the way, right?
Yep, we did. Two of the corgis were in their cages.
Factor. Yeah.
So we get to the hotel, and I go, I got to get up early in the morning and see if I can find a way to get this fixed. So I get up in the morning, And I tell her to just sleep in. I get up on like 3 hours sleep now. 8 o'clock, I go to the dealership. Dealership has no rims in stock. They said, we don't stock those. We have to order it. It'll be here in like 4 days. Same thing at several car tire places that I go to. Nope. Most of them don't even carry tires in stock. You have to order them. Finally, I find this nice place after my 5th place. Now I've been up going for like 4 hours. And now I'm looking at, oh my gosh, we still have 11 hours to drive to Hilton Head. And now it's noon. I find a place and they go, let us help you. They get on the phone and start calling salvage yards. They find a salvage yard. They go, it's a half hour out in the middle of nowhere. But if you go there, they say that they have a rim that they will sell you and you can bring it to us. And then we have a tire that will work. We'll put it on the rim and you can drive it. It'll be fine. So I drive out in the middle of nowhere, winding roads. I'm going past distilleries. I'm going past trailer parks. I'm going past, a bunch of nothing. I get out there, I pull off the side of the road, and I go in, I walk in, and I have a button-down shirt on and jeans and some Allbirds. I walk in there, and the first thing I see when I walk in is spray painted on the wall in the office is cash only. Hey, dummy, that means no credit cards or checks. Cash only, we said. Okay, I walk in, there's nobody around. Suddenly from the back room, 4 guys come out. They're in their 20s. They're dressed all in black. They have stocking caps on. They have beards that are hanging down to their belly buttons. Hey, man, what do you need? A car dealership tire place just called and said that you have a rim. Then the talkative one starts to talk up, and I cannot understand him. Oh, man, we didn't got you on a tire. So I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Man, brother, we didn't got no rim. Well, I said, I'm sorry, I really can't understand you. So I said, yeah, I need a tire. I'm trying to point at the tire. I need a tire. Hold on, man. Danny. Go in the back. They're going to get Danny. Danny comes out. Hey, man, what do you need? I need a tire. Now they're all eyeing me up, and 2 of them come around from the other side of the counter, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not making it out of here. I hope I told Michelle that I love her because I'm about to die in a salvage yard in rural Kentucky. Danny comes around. He eyes me up and down. From the top of my head to my feet, he walks around me in a circle. He goes, I might be able to get you a tire. What's it worth to you? I said, Then I see the sign that says cash, and I realize I don't have much cash in my pocket. I need the tire. Can you help me? He goes back. He's gone like 20 minutes. He comes back out, and he goes, what's your truck? Ford Explorer. I got a tire that's not for a Ford Explorer, but it'll work. Okay, is it the tire you told the tire shop guy about? Yeah, man. You want it or you don't want it? He's being very aggressive. I said, yeah, I want it. And now I'm thinking, my God, I hope I have cash, enough cash. I have no idea what he's going to charge me for the tire. He brings it out and he goes, it's a hundo. I said, $100? Yeah, it's a hundo. So I think I got it. I reach in my pocket. I take out my wad of cash, and I don't carry a lot of cash normally, but I have more than I usually do. I'm thinking these guys are circling around me like vultures. Look at me count the cash. I get out. I pull it out. I start counting it out. I had almost exactly $100 in cash. Put it on the counter. Took the tire. They go, hey, man, how about we walk you out and help you put that in the car? It's like, I think I got it. I got it. I can take it out there. So I do. I take it out, put it in the car, get back to the dealership. Now I've been up 6 hours going. Now it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. Still have the 10 and a half hours to drive the rest of the way. Get to the car dealership. They put the tire on. It's not ideal. It looks ratchet. Now I'm the guy driving down the highway that has 3 tires with a nice Ford hubcap, and it looks like what you'd buy at the dealership. And I have one tire that's black, just all black, looks like you see on a police car. So I drive the rest of the way to Hilton Head, and I get there. And I just couldn't help but think, man, the Lord works in weird ways. I mean, that Michelle didn't get hurt. We were able to pull off the side of the road with her tire blowing out, going 75 miles an hour, and then I escaped from the salvage yard in Kentucky.
Which was more remarkable. So which vehicle, the vehicle you dropped off, is that the vehicle that had the bum tire, or is it the vehicle that you had to drive back?
No, then I had to drive that car back.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So I went to a place in Hilton Head to say, hey, can you get me a rim? They told me the same thing. They said, no, we can't for a week because now it's Thanksgiving week. So we really can't before you need to drive back in a week, and it'll be $1,000. So I at least had them check this tire and rim I have on there. Is it okay? And they said, it's not the one that comes with the Ford Explorer, but it's okay. I said, can I go 75? Like, I don't have limitations. They said, nah, looks like hell, but it's fine. So I drove that one home, and now I'm just on the phone before the show, talking to my mechanic back here who's going to get me the rim, get me the tire, get it taken care of.
So the alternative would have been like the goofball spare tire, right? That you can like go 35 miles an hour on.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes. It would have taken me 5 days to get anywhere.
Thick as a pencil.
Yeah. Terrible. So, man, be careful out there because the moral of the story for me is be careful. You never know in an instant what can happen, and I feel lucky that we made it, but we did. So that brings me to being here on Monday at 4:56. I want to tell you about a place that I really trust, talking about cars, and I've been dealing with these guys trying to help me get through all this. It's Griffin Hub in Milwaukee, and it's the last day to purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle and receive the $500 Griffin Black Friday trade-in assistance or receive a $200 Griffin Black Friday Visa gift card. Now is the last day, and they are open. 95 new vehicles in stock ready to preview. 95. Receive that gift card. 35 are on their way to the dealership. Large selection and deals of new and pre-owned Dodge Chargers and Challengers. They've got a wide range of Toyotas, Nissans, Kias, Chevys, Fords, and more. It's Griffin Hub Milwaukee. And the final year-end closeouts going on. All remaining 2022 models must go. Get a fantastic deal today. And right now, Griffin's Thanksgiving special offer is going on. They'll inspect and rotate your tires, check your battery, multi-point inspection, check your heat, change your wiper blades and air filter for $179.99. It is Griffin Hub in Milwaukee. Check out the Hub. Carfax, top-rated dealer. Shop at Griffin Hub today.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Construction is wrapping up for a new Saputo cheese facility in Franklin that could create more than 500 jobs. That building will cut and package cheese for distribution. Milwaukee Boot Company is expanding its offerings with 4 new styles tailored for women. The company was founded in 2019 under parent firm Well Dressed Men. The former movie theater in Whitefish Bay's Fox Bay Cinema building could reopen by the end of 2024 as an events venue with an attached restaurant and cocktail lounge. This is Sean Ryan with MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on News Radio WTMJ.
Sponsored by the Pfister Hotel. Make your reservations today. Visit thepfisterhotel.com.
The Pfister Hotel is proud to announce a series of renovations now underway that will elevate its guest experience with added elegance, approachable sophistication, and modern amenities that will blend effortlessly with the Pfister's iconic charm. With fully renovated ballrooms and meeting spaces, all new guest rooms in the historic tower, and exciting enhancements to the lobby and other common areas, all phases of this plan are expected to be completed by spring 2024. Milwaukee may have plenty of wonderful hotels, but make no mistake, there is only one Pfister Hotel. The holiday season is right around the corner. Give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to stihlusa.com/gift guide.
Small business owners can make a little of anything go a long way.
It's true. My bakery is made up of a little sugar, spice, and edible glitter.
Well, that's why U.S. Cellular is offering small businesses lines for as little as $19.99, plus $300 off any phone.
That's great. A little does go a long way. Unless we're talking sprinkles, everyone always needs more sprinkles.
Oh, of course. Get lines for $19.99 plus $300 off any phone today. U.S. Cellular. Built for business. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life. Brands from Carhartt to Milwaukee to Purina to Goodyear to Rapala to Levi's and a whole lot more. In-store or online, check out all the brands Fleet Farm carries to help make your everyday life better.
Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Right now, you can get a Beautyrest Black mattress and pay just $44 per month when you use Steinhafels 72-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Your Salvation Army donation feeds the hungry. Share your hope today at samilwaukee.org.
Traffic is sponsored by Harwood Place Senior Living. Learn more about Harwood Place Retirement Living's newly renovated apartments and updated pricing options. Visit harwoodplace.org or call to schedule a tour.
Keeping you informed, keeping you safe, keeping you engaged and entertained. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm John Mercure. This is Wisconsin's Afternoon News. Your top story, fastball or email.
I'm Greg Matzik. What to do with Wisconsin prisoners up north?
I'm Debbie Loziga, southbound on 43, slowing from Silver Spring all the way down past Locust, then back on the brakes through the Marquette onto 4394 southbound. The northbound side's backing up from just before Fond du Lac Avenue up past Keith, and westbound 94 slowing from the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. I'm Debbie Loziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic.
Tonight, clear and cold, a low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, still chilly, partly cloudy, a high of 28. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Governor Evers' office is explaining why the governor's been using an alternative state email account under the name of a late Hall of Fame Milwaukee Braves baseball player.
Evers has been using an email account with the name warren.spahn at wisconsin.gov to discuss business with cabinet appointees and with others. That, according to Wisconsin Right Now, the first to report this email usage. Spahn played for the Milwaukee Braves. A spokesperson for the governor says using alias email addresses is common and says it was done for security purposes. Now, the president of the Wisconsin Freedom of Information Council says the use of what he calls phantom email addresses troubles him. He claims he'd never heard of that practice before. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
Well, what to do with 2 Wisconsin prisons as overcrowding and understaffing persist?
Alloway Village President Jim Rafter tells WTMJ Now continued vacancies in several key positions at Green Bay Correctional Institution mean the prison can't serve its purpose.
We have fewer people working there today than we did once they increased the salary of the guards significantly.
Meanwhile, in Waupun, Mayor Ron Bishop has an idea for Rafter.
If they want to close Green Bay, Waupun's got a staffing shortage. Some of their staff can come here, and some of the inmates that live there can come to Waupun because we currently have a closed cell hall because of that staffing shortage.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Milwaukee Public Schools wants public input about when kids should be in school. Milwaukee residents are invited to complete a district survey with 3 different options for when the school year should begin or end. Options include starting as early as the week of August 12th, so the school year would end in mid-May, or starting as late as the week of September 3rd, ending in early June. Participants have until Sunday, December 3rd to vote for their preference. You can find a link to the survey on our website, WTMJ.com.
Well, temperatures in the 20s for most of the day. 5 Milwaukee churches and nonprofits are working to warm up those who need it most.
Across the city, the Milwaukee Coalition on Housing and Homelessness is working to get places ready to open their doors. Warming Center Coordinator Nancy Estevez tells TMJ4 News.
It's incredibly cold. The temperatures are dropping faster than we had anticipated.
The locations include St. Ben's, the Milwaukee Rescue Mission, and Repairers of the Breach. And they're hoping to be able to serve up to 200 people.
We'd like a safe space for families, men, women, and children to all go to.
The Warming Center's open on Monday, December 4th. The plan is to keep them open through next March. Wyatt Barmar-Pooley, WTMJ News.
Country music star Jason Aldean coming back to southeast Wisconsin. Aldean will play Alpine Valley in East Troy in August. He was most recently here last summer for Country Thunder. The Alpine show is scheduled for August 17th.
8 days after spraining a ligament in his knee, Packers running back Aaron Jones returns to practice on a limited basis. Packers take on the Chiefs Sunday night, Bears and Vikings in Monday Night Football from Minneapolis. And Marquette men's team moves up 1 spot to number 3 in the latest AP Top 25 college basketball poll. Siding Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 5:04.
It's time for Extra Points, a sports commentary on Wisconsin's afternoon news. Here's Greg Matzek.
It's a word home team fans despise: patience. The lack of patience among fans is evident every time a young player makes a mistake, or a veteran for that matter. On the other end of the spectrum are the general managers of the teams we love. Sometimes to a fault, GMs are too patient with the player they invested time and resources in. As Jordan Love was working through the kinks of his first year as a starting quarterback and the Packers were scuffling, a segment of Packers Nation had seen enough. Love is not the guy. Let's see what the backup has to offer. See why it's foolish to rush to judgment? Had the Packers rushed to judgment on Davante Adams, they would have released or traded him after 2 seasons in Green Bay. Adams remains on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Had the Packers rushed to judgment on Rashawn Gary, he would have been cast away before becoming one of the most dominant pass rushers in the NFL. Had the Brewers rushed to judgment on pitcher Corbin Burns, he may have won the Cy Young Award for another team. Young, talented, inexpensive. It's what GMs covet and what armchair GMs don't always have patience for. Well, keep patience in mind when it comes to Love, Christian Watson, and the youth of the Packers roster.
Extra Points is sponsored by All Right Home and Remodeling. When you want it done right, call All Right.
I'm Randy from All Right Home and Remodeling. Did you know that ROI on exterior home improvements are some of the highest? Some sources say new vinyl